What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323. It's like fall, November 12th right here. I can't believe I'm still getting tomatoes. I just took some into my wife, but check this out. If you follow me, there's my garden, my geraniums. That's all she be. No, geraniums? Yeah, no, begonias are down. Okay, my begonias are down. My mums are coming through. These are mums, believe it or not. I killed these mums off. And they're still coming through and they're still blooming. I'm gonna cut them all back. I got mulch I haven't put around yet. My Shasta daisies. I do not overwinter Shasta daisies. There's my Shasta daisies, big as heck. That's gonna be completely cut back. And then I got some more mums there. The mums come up in the begonias will bloom all summer long. It will color from your begonias all summer long. Your marigolds will give you all summer long. The not gonna come up till the fall. The Shasta daisies come up in the fall. The daylilies, they come up. But now here's the hostas. Now the hostas look horrendous, right? They bloomed, they are done. These hostas ain't gonna give you anything else. The hostas now, they're done. I say be dead, they're done. You got to cut them all back around because the springtime, that is not going to, green foliage will grow back at all. That's just going to be dead. It's going to be dampering the other hosta, so you got to cut that back. Now let's go over what everything else did. Look at, I got so much. Look at peppers. Those are all peppers still. The plants are dead, but the peppers are still turning red, so they're still good. The citronella, it's November, it's already frost, and the citronella is still going strong. I would not use, do not prefer raised beds. I will not use the raised bed anymore. These right here these are raspberries. That's a raspberry, that's a raspberry. These are raspberries I killed off. I didn't kill them off, I transplanted them in the dirt for that and that. All right, these were raspberries. And these just grew back on their own from the root from these and grew back better. All right, that's mint. That's still going strong right there. Mint leaf, still going strong. I'm actually going to cover these. That, and that's going to be covered. This right here is sage. Look at the sage is still going strong, and more mint is still going strong. And the chamomile's dead. Chamomile's dead. These are onions. But the onions get soft over the winter. When you pull them out, when it gets cold, they go soft. There's more onions in there. I'm gonna cut that down all bare, just to dirt, figure out what we're gonna do that next year. And this is the blackberry. The blackberry is still giving me new foliage. The blackberry is still giving me new foliage. It's unreal. Again, we are in November, all right? It's gotta be cut down. This is the asparagus, right? But the asparagus is dying, but I got some nice size asparagus shoots, so by next year we should be able to eat some asparagus. Although I'm not gonna cut this bushes down, I'm gonna let it insulate itself, right? I'm gonna let it insulate itself, and these sticks are here. I'm putting something over this one, something over like foam, tie it around there, and then that's gonna be covered with plastic also. The blueberry is done for the season. That blueberry hopefully is gonna come back next season. And this, that's lettuce right there. Look at that's lettuce, and that's a tomato. But this is acidic soil because the blueberry wasn't here. But these things right here froze, so some of my berry plants weren't coming back. I just pulled tomatoes off of these. There's another citronella. Look how strong the citronella is still growing. I just pulled tomatoes off of these. They're even getting old. See, I'm in November. Those are tomato plants. Now here's a raspberry plant. There was nothing in here, nothing at all in here, just the roots from the raspberry. Another through. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover that raspberry plant with some foam or just a bucket to overwinter for next season. Now this is pretty crazy here. I'm trying to stay in the shade. I took off all those wild yellow bell tomatoes that so many people love them. I cut the bush down. Look at all the tomatoes. Those are tomatoes. Those are all tomatoes. Some of those are still good tomatoes from that one plant that I cut down that took over this whole area. Now those yellow pear tomatoes, those yellow bell tomatoes, they'll grow 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. and you got to trellis them up, and they will give you tomatoes all season long. This is the end of the yellow pear tomatoes. Some people say they don't got a green thumb. This is wild. It grew out of a cinder block that a squirrel probably ate, or a cat or something, and threw it a cinder block. I never watered it. I never trimmed it. I tried hanging it up just to get it off of my fence, and this is all the extras that completely believe you can grow your own food. This is a Chicago City lot. That's all this is a Chicago City lot that I was able to grow so much food. My lettuce, every year I grow my own lettuce. People say, well, people don't want to eat romaine because of the salmonella or the E. coli. Grow your own romaine. Romaine's lettuce is easy to grow, but you gotta put seeds like every other month, every other week for lettuces, because they'll just grow and then they bolt, and then you gotta get more lettuce and more plants. So you just gotta alternate growing them. But this is a Chicago yard, a Chicago garden. And oh, I didn't even check these out. Check this out. Look at this. Potatoes. I never pulled the potatoes out the ground. Those are potatoes. Look at that. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. You say potato, I say potato. Those are potatoes, so I don't know how far underground they went. Let's see. You pull this out. Let's see if we can find any. Potato. Potato. Ugh. Oh, that one went out. I'm not gonna dig. I don't want my hands to get all dirty. Potatoes, potatoes. And this is because I didn't plant potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these back in here. Since I know potatoes are growing in the ground, I'm going to leave these here for next season and cover them with dirt. That's pretty amazing. So now I know with this side, I'll be able to grow potatoes. Now there's a ways to do it where it's not in ground, it's kind of above ground, where you use hay or straw that I could put on the side in mounds and put the potatoes in that, or you could put sacks, like sacks, and put the potatoes in those sacks. But I grew potatoes in the city of Chicago. Granted, they weren't a lot, they were small, but those were potatoes I threw in the ground for the worms to eat. That's so insane. Either way, I'm gonna do a video on solar panels and solar stuff. Stay tuned for that. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.